Extremely useful testimony. I thank the gentleman for all of the testimony. There's been discussion back and forth here about how to improve the PL 480 program and related programs, the 50%, 75% and the like. Just to inform the members of the committee here, we're in the process of drafting legislation. We welcome any ideas that the panel has or any of the witnesses in this hearing, anybody else, about how to improve the issues. Mr. Shapiro, you have stated several of them. I know that Mr. Murray and the other witnesses have also. I'm not going to go into it now, but I want to put that on the table. That draft legislation should be available the first of the year. It'll be out for discussion, and it'll cover much of the questions that have been raised here, including the last question about regionality and the games that are played with regard to the 50% minimum, or is it 75%? Secondly, PL 480 is not the only way in which we can enhance the merchant marine and our national security. There's a piece of legislation moving around through Congress on the export of crude oil. Now, back in the 60s, we talked about exporting crude oil out of Alaska, North Slope, and it was required to be on American ships with American sailors. Good for the shipbuilding industry, good for the shipping industry, good for the sailors, or the mariners, let me make it more broad. Here we are again, with an opportunity. Should we take advantage of it and simply say it's the United States policy for national security reasons that this essential national asset, oil, be shipped on American ships? Why not? Why not do that? Why not build those ships in America and crew them, put them under American flag? I'll put that on the table for you. If you gentlemen would like to take 10 seconds apiece or 15 seconds and just comment on that, and then we'll move to LNG.
Well, I'll begin. I think it's safe to say that we would applaud such a thing, to have a mandate to ship some portion of the crude or the LNG, whatever it is, on U.S. flag ships. With respect to the shipbuilding, I think we would probably recommend that that's a little bit steeper hill to climb. We support shipbuilding in the United States, but the immediacy of it would be difficult. I think you might have to have a pilot program or something like that to kind of try to ease.
We call it a phase-in over time.
As a conceptual idea.
And I'm perfectly willing to negotiate downward from 100% to 95%.
Yeah. The other thing that you run into a little bit, this obviously helps the mariner pool, which is, you've heard over and over, is essential. Crude carriers themselves are not something that the military needs. They need product carriers, so a crude oil carrier might not be a militarily useful vessel from the standpoint of the military. A product carrier would. So that's a wrinkle that you need to consider in the equation.
Congressman, I support all programs that call for the building of ships and the employment of merchant mariners. And any program we can have, be it cargo preference, cargo reservation, export of crude, grossing up MSP, whatever we can do, we need to have a U.S. merchant marine that's capable of providing what we've provided over the last 20 years to this country, in the conflicts, especially in the Middle East, and any program that ship owners always say, give us cargo and we'll build ships. Well, we need cargo because our cost structure is higher than the foreigners because of U.S. regulations and taxes.
Mr. Murray?
Congressman, yes, we would support that. That makes a lot of sense. And I understand the comments on the DOD aspect, and that's fair, but I will say that it would enhance the mariner pool, and that's what I see as the biggest challenge that we have in our country right now. It's not just ships, it's people to run them, and Mr. Schoeneman can expound on that more, but I see that in my side of it as well. So,
Mr. Garamendi, you get us the jobs, we'll fill them.
Very good. I will take the last 16 seconds here and simply say we ought to be doing this. If we care about America and it's America's future, everywhere from manufacturing ships and sailors and everything in between, This is how we can do it, and we can do it within the current trade laws, including the TPP. And by the way, gentlemen, for the record, your analysis of the TPP on shipping would be appreciated. So we do that for the record. Mr. Chairman, I think I am out of time. Thank you so very much.
Mr. Graves.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.